We are SOS Biscayne Bay. Now, let's introduce the team.
Hello, my name is Lauren Obu, and I am currently a senior at FIU studying environmental engineering. And the reason I chose environmental engineering is to help not only my environment but the people living in the environment in my community. And I want to help build that community and keep that community safe.
My name is Lynette Diaz. I'm a student at FIU, currently a senior studying environmental engineering. And the reason why I chose this career is because it gives me the tools to fight different environmental issues like pollution. Hello, my name is Lorraine Franco, and I am a senior student studying environmental engineering at FIU. And one of the many things that brought me into this career or major is because the more I educated myself, I wanted to contribute to part of the solution and not be part of the problem. And I want to help not just the environment but people's health and well-being, and I want this to be the case for generations to come so we can have more sustainable methods or ways of life.
Greetings. My name is Zara Jacob Campbell, and I am a environmental engineer or environmental engineering student at FIU, Florida International University. So this project is something that has been in the making really for me in my mind for quite some time. Um, Ever since I decided to go into environmental engineering, I really had this idea of creating an engineered system that could go into an aquatic or in general an ecosystem, a natural ecosystem that could help establish a better quality of restoration efforts within the chosen ecosystem. The example that I always had was the Biscayne Bay. So the Biscayne Bay is this watershed that we have here in Miami that has become very terribly degraded over the past several decades, in honesty. And if you read the description that I provided about my project, I've done extensive, and I want to do more, but research regarding this issue. So that is the idea. So the idea specifically, though, is the creation of a chemical reactor or a packed bed reactor, which will have its own inflow. So the idea is that it has its own flow of water, which will be the water of that selected area within the water column of the Biscayne Bay. It will have its own inflow, so it should have a vacuum generation capability that will allow a flow of water through its inlet into the catalyst section of the packed bed. So that is what makes a packed bed chemical reactor a packed bed. It has a packed bed of catalyst. So the flow in of liquid water containing nitrogen and phosphorus will flow over the catalyst, and ideally the catalyst will be composed of a chemical species such that it will react with either our nitrogen or our phosphorus, and will adsorb to that catalyst either of those species, and the effluent at the outlet will flow outwards out of that chemical reactor, which ideally will be something of a small size, but large enough to get to have a decent proportion of adsorption of a nutrient species per usage. However, not too much, not too large, but a good size, a good quality, and a good size. Um, Further, I have a lot of research yet to do and development of the idea, but that is the basis of it, the adsorption of phosphorus and nitrogen, and we will discover more in the future, but that is it.